How's it going, everybody? Bam, back in Rocket League. Or, well, kind of in Rocket League. Today we're talking all things Spring Major. More specifically, my predictions. Obviously, this is going to be 100% accurate. I have never gotten a game wrong predicting in Rocket League. So, yeah, this is actually just a preview of what you're going to see at London. So, if you don't want to know what's going to happen, click off the video and come back and then just treat it like a recap. Okay, but enough about how good I am at predictions. Let's jump into what's going to happen here at London. So we're starting it off at the top of the bracket. G2 Esports, my boys, G2 Esports against Gladiators. Ooh, I don't know. This one could be tough. So here's my prediction, right? G2 are either going to perfect sweep them and win each game like 6-1 or 6-0. Or they're gonna win in a game 5 overtime after like 3.5 minutes. There is no in between. But we're just gonna go with the 3-0 here for G2. Yeah, but mark my words, they're either gonna 3-0 them or they're gonna go to a game 5 overtime that's gonna last way longer than it should. And then they're gonna eventually win it. Moving on to one of the more interesting games in the first round, we've got Furia and Carmine Core. This is an interesting matchup. Obviously, Furia, I believe, probably the second best or third best minor region team, right up there with Falcons, and we'll get to the other team in just a minute. Going up against K Corp. Who I believe is the 4 out of Europe, either the 4 or the 5 out of Europe heading into this event. And I think Furia, they're on a mission. K-Corp's going to have like the vast majority of the fan base in London for this matchup, but I think Furia is going to edge them out in a 3-1. I wouldn't be surprised if K-Corp gets that first win. Furia gets settled in. They get used to that London crowd, cheering on K-Corp, who's got, all the Frenchmen are going to be cheering for them. Furia will get pretty handily. Another really interesting matchup here in the first round. A lot of great first round matchups in London. But another really good one here, version 1 and Endpoint. Really good matchup. Obviously, you've got version 1. Beast mode has been popping off recently. The kid is just incredible. Calm is going to be harassing Endpoint, who no longer has Virtuoso. They're gonna be playing against a North American version of Virtuoso here in the first round of London. And I could really see this one going either way. It's going to come down to me, Beast mode against Archie. Who's going to step up more, who's going to make that one extra play. And, as much as I want to give it to him, I think Endpoint are going to just make that one extra play, sending version 1 into the lower bracket where they're going to have to make a run in the lower bracket. Moist against Optic Gaming. In case you aren't aware, today Envy dropped the Envy name. They're just Optic Gaming now. Which is awesome for the esport, which is awesome for the game. But unfortunately, it's not awesome for them facing off against Moist Esports in round 1. You guys will know this. I put Aleutian, Lan-Lucian, and Dries both in my top about 30 players for this event. But I think that's more so just how highly I think of them and less of how well I think that they're going to do, because Optic Gaming, they have just a dreadful draw here in London, as we'll see them facing version 1 in the lower round 1. Moving to the lower half of the bracket here, we've got Team BDS and Team Secret. Team BDS have been on another level. You guys know it from my player rankings. Monkey Moon and Seiko, 2 of the top 5 players in the world right now, and Team Secret just is not going to have enough to keep up with them. I've actually got this one a complete sweep for Team BDS. They'll head to the upper quarterfinals. Well, they'll face the winner, Spacestation Gaming Pioneers. This is a tough one. I really think this is a tough one. Pioneers got game 1 on Spacestation in the Winter Major in LA. And then Spacestation ended up winning 3 straight. Ended up winning their group and then obviously going on to finish top 3. And then Pioneers, after the group stage, went on to play BDS in the first round of the playoffs. And they actually took them to game 5. So Pioneers, they've got that land now underneath their belt. But it's just not going to be enough. I think they take a second game, and we see a game 5 here against Space Station. But it's just not going to be enough. We'll see them in the lower bracket. Space Station Gaming moving on into the upper quarterfinals. Next up, FaZe Clan and Power. I met First Killer at LA. The kid is unreal. One of my favorite players in North America. One of my favorite players in the world. Kid is absolutely a beast with the controller in his hands. He can 1v3 just about anybody. But you know what? Power fell ass backwards into this event. Power realistically shouldn't be here. Kaka's minions upset Renegades and CJ in the 3rd regional to send Power to this point. Power just need one win. One win to secure an appearance at Worlds, I believe for the whatever they're calling it, the right before Worlds, that 16-team elimination thing. So you know what? FaZe better not sleep, because if they come out slow, like I think they might, Torsos and them boys, they've been out there for weeks. There's no jet lag. There's no excuses. They're there for one reason and one reason only. They need a win. And Torsos and them boys, Jimma, he's going to have him ready. Power are going to pull the upset in round 1 over FaZe Clan. So now, FaZe got to make a run. First Killer, can you do it? Let's see who Power is going to be playing. Team Liquid and Falcons as our last matchup here in the upper round 1. Team Liquid, a super mechanical young team. Oski, Acronic, and Atau. Obviously, all 3 really good on the ball, really good off the ball. Really good at finding each other. I think a really underrated part of their game is just their infield passing. They're finding each other in open space. I think they've got a really good thing that'll stick together and will work for a very long time. But I don't think it's going to be enough for Team Falcons. I think Falcons, this is the first time that we're going to see all 3 of them together as a starting roster at a LAN. I don't think they're going to disappoint. I think people might be rating them just a little bit too high, but they'll have enough for Liquid here in round 1. They'll get it done. Team Falcons move on to the upper quarterfinals. Let's move on to the lower round 1. Game and Gladiators, Carmine Corp. As much as I want to see Gaiman take some stuff, unfortunately, K-Corp are going to do it to him. It's unfortunate. It really is, but K-Corp are going to get it done. They will not be going home after just 2 matches. They will be sending Gladiators home. Valiant effort from Gladiators in this one, but just not enough firepower yet from APAC. But they're getting there. They're getting there. Next up, Version 1 and Optic, former Envy. This is a really tough one because, again, you guys know I love me some Drees, and I had Lan Lucian top 25. But, man, Beast Mode's the best player on the pitch on this one, and he's going to do some stuff. He's going to get it done in Game 5. The winner, Beast Mode in Game 5. He's going to slot one just over Lan Lucian's head in the... Version 1's going to advance, and they will live to fight another day. Team Secret and Pioneers. This one's interesting. We get our, I believe, 4th edition of Sam versus OCE, and everybody says that Sam's better. But OCE has never lost to Sam on a LAN. And guess what, fellas? They're not losing this time. Pioneers Continue the streak. OCE is better than Sam, at least on LAN. You can't go against it until they're proven wrong. Pioneers are going to take this one. FaZe Clan and Team Liquid. Are FaZe Clan really going to drop 2 matches in a row and get eliminated instantly in this one? No. Unfortunately for Team Liquid. They're going to be going home. It's their first LAN. It's a little bit of a disappointment, but man, this bottom 4, FaZe, Power, Liquid, Falcons, that is an ugly draw for any team. You could throw G2, BDS. I don't care who you throw in there. That is an awful draw for all those teams, which is really unfortunate for them. Obviously, Team Liquid in their first LAN get thrown into the fire. They'll have some glimpses, but it won't be enough. They'll be heading home very early in this one. Moving up to the upper quarterfinals, G2 and Furia. G2 seem to have Furia's number as of late. They'll have it again in a 3-1 in the upper quarterfinals. G2 just firing on all cylinders right now. I know they lost to FaZe in the grand finals there after the bracket reset in a game 7, but man, G2 just look otherworldly right now. From North America. I know they're my boys, but come on. Gotta have them right up there with all the top dogs. So they're going to take this one 3-1. Endpoint and Moist. You guys know I love Archie. That man is a mythological beast when he's got the ball on his car. But unfortunately, Archie, it's not going to be enough against Moist. Them boys are on a mission from Moist. Rizzo, Moist Critical, Charlie. Them boys are on a mission. They're going to do it. Moist's first LAN. Come on. Crowd's going to be behind them. That's going to be an awesome match. But Moist Esports, they're going to take it 3-1 over Endpoint. Team BDS and Spacestation. Very interesting matchup we have here. Spacestation, obviously Daniel. This will be his second LAN. Laniel, as they're calling him. But is it going to be enough for the French team of Team BDS? The team that is the G2 of Europe. Unfortunately for Spacestation, it's not going to be enough Laniel. As Team BDS take it in Game 5. Game 5 overtime, no less. Team BDS ice up. Seiko, Monkey Moon. They hit that 1-2 back and forth. Arsenal in defense. He doesn't know which one's going to shoot it. Reddles will probably demo somebody, but it'll be the wrong one, and BDS are going to take it home. Falcons and Power. In my opinion, we've got the 3 best minor region teams here in the upper bracket quarterfinals with Furia, Power, and Falcons. I said that people were just ever so slightly overrating Falcons. But they'll get it done in this one. They'll get it done against Team Power. It'll go to Game 5. But Team Falcon, they got the ice. Falcons have the ice. Whether it's a 0-second, whether it's an overtime, whether it's just a Game 5, they got the ice. Khaled, Ahmad, TRK, they're going to get it done here in 5. Moving on to the lower round 2. Power against Carmine Corp. I'm not really going to do it, am I? I'm not really going to pick Power over Carmine Corp, am I? You know what? I just might. I just might pick Power over K-Corp. In fact, I am going to pick Power over K-Corp. Nolly, you can ratio me on Twitter all you want, but Power are going to get it done. We will see them in lower round 3 at the Spring Majors, where they will face the winner of Spacestation Gaming in version 1. This is becoming a classic in North America, Spacestation and V1. So many great memories. You know, none right off the top of my head, but man, this is a fun one to watch. Calm, popping off, Arsenal getting up and screaming at everybody. Who's gonna take it home? I think Spacestation Gaming have the higher peak, but version 1 more consistent. They'll take it 3-2. A lot of Game 5s here in London. First EU LAN with a crowd since COVID. They're going to get a show over in the UK. A lot of Game 5s. Version 1 take this one over Spacestation 3-2. Endpoint and Pioneers. Pioneers coming off a big win over Team Secret. Endpoint, a really tough loss to a really good Moist team. I really like this Pioneers roster. Super Lucky, Banana Head, and Scrub. But it's just not going to be enough. Endpoint, they've got the experience relating wave Metsonaurus and Archie with that pop-off capability. Pioneers, unfortunately, the run comes to an end here in 9th through 12th. But man, was it a hell of a showing against Team Secret, and really good battle there with Space Station. But just not enough for Endpoint. Endpoint will take it and move on to lower round 3. Furia and FaZe Clan. Man, it's gonna hurt me to send one of these two teams home this early. But we gotta do what we gotta do. And this is what's gonna happen. I am the script writer. So, FaZe Clan and Furia. You guys know I love the minor region story. Furia sent to lower bracket after facing a really good G2 team. Kaio, Card, all them boys just popping off. Can they do it? Can they really beat FaZe? Unfortunately, I don't think that they're going to. I think FaZe, they had that rough start against Power, but they know why they're there. They know why they're there to make a run, and they're there to beat Furia here in the lower round 2, where they will head on to face Endpoint. We'll actually do the lower round 3 here real quick. For version 1 and Power, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry, Torsauce. I'm sorry, Amphis and Express and Jimma. I love them boys, but unfortunately, it's just not meant to be. Top 8, a great showing, though, for those guys who fell ass backwards. Again, I cannot express it enough. Fell ass backwards into this land. Top 8 is nothing to scoff at. Proud of those boys for getting as far as they have. And with this top 8, we will see Power at the World Championship in Dallas, at least that beginning 16-team tournament, elimination, whatever they're going to call it. Endpoint and FaZe. Winner to top 6, loser going home. Can I really put another North American team in top 6? Well, actually, I've only got G2 there so far. Now version 1. Can I really send FaZe? You bet your sweet cheeks I can send FaZe. 3-2. First killer makes one more play than my man Archie does, and FaZe Clan gives us a third North American team in the top 6. They join G2, Moist, BDS, and Falcons. G2 versus Moist, a classic. The rematch. We see it here in the upper semifinals. A best of 7, G2 and Moist. And I think G2, they're going to be in Moist's head a little bit. I think Moist will give them 7 on the home floor. But I think G2 are going to have the mental fortitude, not 6. They're going to have the mental fortitude to finally win a Game 7. And they'll beat Moist 4-3. I know, it's tough. It's tough. They have the ice. They have the ice all the time. It's so tough to pick against Moist, especially in a Game 7. But G2 are going to do it. And they'll face Team BDS in the upper finals, who I have beating Falcons 4-2 here in the upper semifinals. Falcons, like I said, a great run through uppers here, beating Liquid and Power. But Team BDS are just another level compared to those last two teams. I think BDS are going to come out, punch them in the mouth, and I think they'll just kind of ride that energy. It won't be an utter blowout, but it'll be a comfortable 4-2 here for Team BDS. Lower quarterfinals, Moist and V1. Calm, beast mode. Top right, Tommy, Torment. I'm sorry, fellas. I gotta do it to you. I'm sorry, boys. Moist Esports, get it done over V1. And then we get one of the more interesting matchups. FaZe and Falcons. The team, the matchup that a lot of people see happening right back here with where I have Power and Falcons. But who gets it done? I think FaZe Clan get it done 4-3 win. A Game 7. First killer again. The man just doesn't miss. He'll send FaZe Clan through to the lower semifinals. He will send FaZe Clan on this incredible lower bracket run through into the top 4, where they will face Moist Esports, and where, unfortunately for them, they will lose to Moist Esports. The lower bracket run has been so good, but it will not happen this time for FaZe Clan. They will fall to Moist Esports in a Game 7 in the lower semifinals. Moist Esports will go on to face their EU brethren, G2, take the win over Team BDS in the upper finals. And then Team BDS and Moist, winner plays G2. BDS falling down. Can they really do it? Can they really be like the first team ever to fall into the lower final and make it back to the grand final? I don't know. Who's gonna... I know my webcam's blocking it. Who's gonna... Oh, it says BDS. It says BDS. No! Moist Esports are gonna get it done. Here, let's move my webcam and webcam border up here somewhere. That should be... That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, whatever. Actually, no. We'll just get rid of all of it. Get rid of all of it. We'll do it live. Moist Esports, rally the troops. They want G2 Esports in the grand final. And Moist Esports, they win the first one. They win the first one pretty comfortably, 4-2. Do they really get revenge on G2 Esports? You are gosh darn right they do. In a Game 7, Moist Esports are going to get it done. Vatira, Rise, and Joyo are your Spring Major London champions for RLCS 21-22. They're going to get it done for the EU boys. Rizzo, like I said, Charlie, it's going to be an incredible run. They haven't been as peak as when they were Queso, like at the Major, which I don't even think was really peak Queso at the Major. I think they stumbled a little bit at times. But man, they're gonna get their revenge here. I really like what Moist Esports. I really like the position that they're in. Everybody's looking at G2. Everyone's looking at BDS. Everyone's looking at Falcons and their big run. Everyone's looking at Furia as a sneaky dark horse contender. I think people are starting to forget just a little bit about Moist Esports, and I think that them boys are gonna get it done. Moist Esports, there you have it, are your champions for this one. I have them winning it over G2 Esports in the grand final. They get the bracket reset and they win it. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Do you think my guys at G2 can get it done? Or will Moist, BDS, Falcons, Furia, somebody else, FaZe even, will somebody else dethrone the reigning RLCS Major champs? Who's going to get it done in London? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click that bell icon so you get notified whenever I go live, whenever I upload a video. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out. Really quickly before I go, this will be added on to the end of the predictions video. I just wanted to go over real quick what this means for the World's main event teams and also the wild card teams. I couldn't remember wild card for some reason in the video that I recorded just before this, but that's neither here nor there. This is at the end of that video. What it means for the World's main event teams and the World wild card teams. Main event teams, we got BDS, obviously Europe, winning 2 of the 3 majors will secure them the number 1 overall seed. NA will have 2 and 3, being G2 and FaZe. Moist Esports, with their win, will secure the EU number 2 seed and also the number 4 seed overall. General NRG will be the number 5 overall seed, the number 3 seed from North America, followed by Endpoint, Version 1, and Falcons. They do enough to secure that 8th overall seed over the OCE number 1 seed, who made a really good run at it. As you can see over here on the left, they get 840 points, 800 points, and then 780 both for the SAM number 1 and the EU number 4. So really tight race there for that final spot. But Falcons do, in fact, do enough at the Spring Major to secure that final main event teams. And what that means for the wildcard teams. So that'll mean that the North American and European regions will both have 3 teams in the wild card. So for North America, that will be Spacestation, Optic, and Complexity Gaming. And for Europe, that will be Dignitas, Semper, and Carmine Corp. For OCE, it did get really interesting there. Power obviously got the win, which secured them a spot in the wild card. But they didn't quite get enough as the number 1 seed from OCE to secure a top 8 spot. So they'll be the first wildcard team. And Pioneers. Pioneers do not do enough to get then past Renegades in the points, nor do they do enough to secure OCE a 3rd wildcard spot. So it will be Power and Renegades at Worlds wildcard. For the OCE region, SAM will also get 2 representatives. That will be Furia and Team Secret. They've been the top 2 teams at SAM, in SAM, I should say, for basically the whole time. I don't think that's really a surprise to anybody. MENA will also get 2 teams in the wild card, as well as Team Falcons in the main event. So that will be actually Veloce and 01 Esports will both make the World Wild Card. APAC North and APAC South will both get 1. That will be Tokyo Verde and Gaming Gladiators. And then Sub-Saharan Africa gets 2. Those will be the Orlando Pirates, XD, and Bravado Gaming, who I believe those 4 at the end, Tokyo Verde, Gladiators, Orlando Pirates, and Bravado, I believe all 4 of those are actually already secured, so we will be seeing those 4 teams at Worlds Wildcard. The rest of it all comes down to seeding and how many points you've accumulated throughout the 3 majors, throughout all the regionals. But yeah, with EU winning 2 of the 3 majors, they get the number 1 overall seed. NA get 2, 3, and 5. But there will be 4 NA teams in the main event, Version 1, General NRG, FaZe Clan, and G2, as well as the 3 in the wildcard, Space Station, Optic, and Complexity. So there will be 7 NA teams at Worlds and Worlds Wildcard, assuming that I'm correct, which obviously I will be because I write the script for RLCS. But yeah, that's just a quick update on what my predictions mean for Worlds. It should be at the end of the video. Sorry for rambling. I know it's been a long video, but like I said at the end of the last video, and by last video I mean the video that this is attached to. If you enjoyed everything and you liked what you saw, like and comment down below what you think of my predictions, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.